Since I know you've been waiting for a response, get your popcorn. Yes, team, family, friends. House Dillon has been compromised in the last week. And the worst part about it is it was somebody that I trusted and that is known as a leader, a thought leader, someone who's extremely successful. This person has a lot more certifications, a lot more technical knowledge in cybersecurity than me. And I've gone back and forth. I've prayed on this so much on what I wanted to say, what the response would be, if I should release a response. And, you know, it's one of those things that we go through as we get older, as women in particular, where so many times we are told to be quiet and behave, to fall into alignment, to not be bold, to not make moves, to stay under the radar. Part of that's out of basic protection. And so I've really thought what I was going to say in this message. So I'm going to speak to the person that did what they did. One of my biggest accounts was compromised, and I am no longer allowed to access. This account has hours and hours and hours of blood, sweat, and tears pumped into it over years. The connections and relationships professionally that I've built, the content that I've released has changed lives, has helped people increase their overall well-being in their professional lives, in their financials, with their own hope and gratitude. And the person that did this could not take a woman in power, could not take a leader that was creative, that was speaking truth. And you don't know me, so I'm going to talk to you directly. You do not know me. You've never been to my house. You've never hung out with me in the capacity that you think you have. You've lied on my name. I already know what you're doing. You're trying to ruin my reputation. Honey, get in line. Do you know how many other people have tried to do that? Right? This isn't my first rodeo. Women, ladies, I want to talk to you for a second. I know what it feels like to constantly fight for just a sliver of the pie, only to get that close to having just one taste and then it's taken away from you. It's like going to a homeless person that hasn't eaten in 5 days and offering them a meal, and then right before they take their bite, they snatch it away, right? The person that did this has lots of financial opportunities. They've got all the success. They've got all the power. And yet when it comes to Maggie Dillon, can't handle it. Can't handle the truth coming out. Well, let me tell you something, sir. First and foremost, do you really think I don't know who you are? Do you really think I didn't know what to expect going into this industry? There's a mole in my family, in my professional family. I've already narrowed it down. You're sick. All right? See, what you don't know about me is my journey of being a warrior started when I was 19. I was pulled into a garage by 3 football players at a party, and they took turns. I had to fight for my life. I came out bloodied, shamed, embarrassed, and so traumatized I couldn't talk about it for 10 years. That was the first time I almost lost my life and was told I would lose my life if I told anybody. My testimony has never been fully public because that's my story. Those are experiences between me and the Most High. But you see, here's where you messed up, sir. I shouldn't even call you sir. You're a coward. You have mommy issues. You see, you can't take my heart. You can't take my gifts. I am literally marked by the hand of God. I am a child of God. Do you know why I went into security? Because I have a passion for protecting people, primarily children. And as a child of God, when you attack a child of God, meant to save children, there isn't a person in power that can take away what spirit's about to come for. Believe me, karma's already been dished, and I already got my spirit team on it. They're already there. All these things are going to start going bad in your life, and I won't even have to lift a finger. That's the power and strength of a real woman, of a leader. I'm not out here for money. I'm not out here for ego anything. I killed that ego a long time ago. So you're so smart breaking into accounts. You can take my freedom. You can take my finances. You could literally put a weapon to my head and pull the trigger, but you will never take this energy. You can slow my content down. You can have it removed, but you can't take my energy. And if you really think I don't have backups on everything I create, okay. It's so sad we haven't even had a woman president here in the United States yet. It just goes to show how toxic these divine masculines who claim they're divine masculines really are. 50% of men really are amazing leaders. They're the ones that we want in power. They're the ones we want to mentor us and guide us and teach us. But the other 50% have mommy issues. They're jealous of any woman that does better than them, that looks better than them, that sounds better than them, because they're toxic. And that's why the patriarchy has completely gotten out of control. Same goes for women. 50% are good, 50% are bad. The amount of work I have pumped in to inspire future leaders, to inspire men that need inspiration from good, solid women. The amount of work I've pumped in to children that have come from horrible homes, that have been hurt physically, like some of the things I just talked about. You cannot hold a candle to. So when you get compromised, and I'm not talking to the one that did it to me, I'm talking about my family here that watches my videos, my subscribers, my work team, thank you. Do you know how tired I am of not being protected in the 3D? I'm tired. You can see it in my last few videos, just the tired on my face. But guess what? I'm still standing. And guess what? The gloves are off. I will go head to head with you. I will go head to head with your enemies. I will go head to head with my viewers' demons. I will protect them with my words, with my energy. I'm a double fire sign. See, you don't know anything about the ethers. You might know all these things about security in a 3D sense, but you don't get spiritual security. You don't have the connection that a woman has to the ethers. And that's where you made your first mistake. Why do you think my team wants me on their team? Because not only can I bring gifts that I've learned here on earth, but I'm marked with psychic abilities. I saw you coming. I already prepared for it mentally. So ladies, men, good men that are watching this, they can do everything they want to you. They can truly even hurt your loved ones. Take them out. Think about all of our ancestors, the wars. If this was 500 years ago, a war would be declared. So not only is this a real example of cybersecurity warfare, of moles acting like sweet, innocent people, going behind the scenes trying to manipulate people's reputations and spread lies about them and waiting for triggers and responses. Now we're talking spiritual warfare. And sir, you will not defeat my army. You will not defeat my ancestral army. Ever. Okay? You want a battle. You're losing the war, and it's going to be embarrassing. And no one will even have to know about it in a 3D sense, because it's going to be between you and God. The worst part is, I'm not the first person you've done this to. You did it to protect your pockets. You did it to try and get some gain out of what I've already built. You're so predictable. Like, there's nothing innovative about you. I hope that this message inspires true leaders to take a stand and speak out when needed. I hope that this video shows the real strength of a divine feminine. I hope that this video, even if it's taken down, I still said the words out loud in front of court, spiritual court, and the verdict's in. You are guilty, and you will be handled appropriately. I'm getting mine. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And guess what? I'm still surviving. I'm still here. I'm still getting better and better. And so you know what, viewer? Whatever you're going through, I'm done with your energy, sir. You can leave. We're done with you. By the way, now I'm going to talk to my actual people that love me, support me, believe in me. Okay? Whatever you're going through, you can get through anything because the warfare's in your mind. You are a warrior. You are being tested to show out how strong you truly are, to show how creative you can truly be. You can create anything you want. You are in such an amazing time. It's 2023. There has never been a more brilliant time with so many resources to create brand new, amazing things for our children's children. Do not let a toxic leader take you down. Do not let people speak ill of you. And if they do, you have to let it go. People can take your money. They can keep you from your family. They can do horrible things. But they cannot beat your heart if you don't let them. Don't give up. Never surrender. Okay? On a 5D level. Let me say that again. Never surrender. Fight fire with spiritual fire. Because God, universe, source will always have the people who are in alignment's back. Karma may even collect years from now when it hurts the most on your enemies. Okay? I want to pray for your protection, your ultimate abundance. Spirit, I ask that you come through me. I want to pray for the good people of the earth, the ones that are out here going day after day after day, being exhausted, fighting demons. It's hard enough fighting humans. Now you got to fight demons and spiritual warfare. I want to pray for their strength, their overall protection. I want to pray for their healing. I want to pray for their regeneration, no matter how many times they get knocked down, that they can get up. I want to pray for you. To the person that did this to me, I want to pray for you. I want to pray for your healing so that you stop doing stupid things and portraying yourself as a leader. I want to pray for anyone else you've done this to. I want to pray that I one day have forgiveness for you in my heart. I want to pray for the resentment you carry for your mommy issues. We are all worth the very best. We are all worth being loved and forgiven and healed. We are all worth finally having a female in power. Because that's where real change is going to come. Strong, divine, feminine women understand war and love more than men. More often than not. And right now, what the world needs is love, because it's the highest frequency. It's the highest form of power. So I encourage you today to go out there and share love with your fellow brothers and sisters. I encourage you to keep being your authentic self, no matter how scary, no matter repercussions that you're afraid of. Because if you're really being an honest, good person, it will always come back around in your favor. Thank you for listening. This is my response. And I'm not down. I'm not giving up. And I will not stop. Even if you take my life, I will not stop. How does that defeat feel? Return to sender 1,000-fold.